Hi students, welcome to our class. Today we are going to discuss about electric dipole. For this we need two charges, that is two equal and opposite charges. Okay? Two equal and opposite charges, that is plus q and minus q charges separated by a small distance is known as dipole. Okay, two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is known as dipole. Then the strength of the dipole is measured by using a quantity known as dipole moment. Okay, dipole moment P is equal to 1 of the charge into distance between them, that is equal to Q into 2L. 1 of the charge into distance between them. Then what about its unit? Its unit is unit of charge is coulomb and unit of distance is meter. Then we can say that its unit is coulomb meter. Unit of dipole moment is coulomb meter. Then what about the direction of dipole moment? Dipole moment is directed from negative to positive charge. Okay, direction is from negative to positive. Okay, what about the direction of electric field? Electric field lines are from positive to negative. The direction of electric field is from plus q to minus q. This is the direction of electric field. Then what about the dipole moment? The direction of the dipole moment is just opposite to that. That is from negative to positive. Direction of dipole moment. From this we can say that dipole moment is a vector quantity because it is having both magnitude and direction. Okay, then dipole moment is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Okay, that's all about the dipole. Now we can find out the electric field intensity at a point due to dipole. For this, we want to consider a dipole. Okay, dipole means two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. Here we consider a dipole plus q charge and minus q charge separated by a distance 2l. Okay. Now we want to draw an axial line along this dipole. Okay. When we extend that axial line. Now consider a point P on the axial line of the dipole, where the intensity of electric field is to be found out. To find out the intensity of electric field at the point P, what we want to do? We want to place a unit positive charge at that point. Okay, unit positive charge means plus 1 coulomb charge is placed at that point. Okay. That point P, which is at a distance r from the center of the dipole. The point P, which is at a distance r from the center of the dipole. Okay. Therefore, half portion of the dipole having length is equal to L. Here also length is equal to L. Now, this negative charge, minus q charge, will experience a force on this unit positive charge. What about that force? It is attractive or is repulsive? It is attractive because this charge is negative and this charge is positive. Unlike charges attract each other. Therefore, minus q charge attract that unit positive charge. Okay. Therefore, we can mark the electric field due to the minus q charge like this manner. Okay, that is vector E1. Now, what about that electric field E1? Okay, E1 is equal to, electric field E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Okay, minus q. Here only we want to consider the magnitude of the charge. Therefore, q divided by. What about the distance from minus q to plus 1 charge? That is equal to r minus l. Okay, from here to here the distance is r. This much distance is l. Therefore, what about the distance from minus q to plus 1 coulomb charge? That is equal to, or minus q to p, equal to r minus l. That is r minus l the whole square. Okay. Now, we want to find out what about the force experienced on the unit positive charge due to plus q charge. Okay. Both of them are similar type of charge, so there will be a force of repulsion. Okay. Plus q charge repels the unit positive charge. So, what about the electric field? Electric field intensity is in this direction, that is E2. Vector E2. Then what about the value of E2? E2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R plus L the whole square. What about the distance? Distance from P to plus Q charge, that is R plus L. Okay. Therefore, 1 Q divided by R plus L the whole square. From these two values, E1 and E2, it is very clear that E1 is greater than E2. That is, in E1, the denominator contains R minus L the whole square. Okay. This value is small, so the effect is large. Here, R plus L the whole square. The denominator is large, so the effect is small. Therefore, we can say that E1 is greater than E2. Okay, E1 is greater than E2. Therefore, what about the net force? Net force is equal to E1 plus minus E2. This is because E1 is in this direction and E2 is just opposite to that of E1. Therefore, net electric field is equal to E1 plus minus E2. That is equal to E1 minus E2. Then what about the net direction of net electric field? Net electric field is in the direction of greater quantity, that is E1. Okay. Net electric field is in the direction. What about the net electric field? Net electric field is in this direction, E net. Net electric field is in the direction as that of E1. Okay. Now, we want to substitute these two values, E1 and E2, in this equation. E net is equal to, net electric field equal to E1 minus E2. Or vector E net is equal to vector E1 minus vector E2. That's equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R minus L the whole square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R plus L the whole square. Okay. Now, we want to take the common factor outside. Q and 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 are common in both terms. Therefore, that is taken outside. Therefore, Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 by R minus L the whole square minus 1 by R plus L the whole square. Now, we want to rearrange this equation. That is equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R plus L the whole square. R plus L the whole square minus R minus L the whole square divided by, what about the denominator here? R plus L the whole square into R minus L the whole square. Now we want to expand a plus b the whole square. Here a minus b the whole square. Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into r plus l the whole square, that is r square plus 2rl plus l square minus r minus l the whole square, that is r square minus 2rl plus l square divided by r plus l the whole square into r minus l the whole square. Okay, here r square get cancelled. R square minus r square, that is therefore that get cancelled, plus l square minus plus l square, that term also get cancelled. Therefore what about the remaining term? Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2rl minus of minus 2rl, that is equal to 4rl divided by here r plus l into r minus l, that is r square minus l square. Both the terms are having squares, therefore we want to write square here. Now once again we want to rearrange this, that is equal to q into 2 into 2rl divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into r square minus l square the whole square. What about q into 2 into l? Q into 2L. Q into 2L is equal to dipole moment. Okay, then instead of Q into 2L, we can write dipole moment P into here 2R divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R square minus L square the whole square. Okay. This is the electric field intensity at a point P due to dipole. Once again we want to write E net. E net is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P into 2R divided by R square minus L square the whole square. Now, if the length of the dipole is very small, okay, if the length of the dipole is 2L, okay, length of the dipole is very small on compared to the distance R, then the value of L is very small as compared to R. Okay, half length of the dipole is very small on compared to R. Then this equation becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into P into 2R divided by R square the whole square. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2 PR divided by R raised to 4. R raised to 4 get cancelled, then it becomes equal to R cube. Therefore, we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2P divided by R cube. This is the electric field intensity at the point P due to short dipole. Okay, this is the final equation. That's all about today's portion. I think this topic is clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.